Question number 9, part A. Solve x divided by 5 equals minus 6. My answer has to be equal to x is equal to something. So instead of x divided by 5, I want to do the opposite of dividing by 5, which is multiply 5 to both sides. I'm going to write my operation there in a bubble. X divided by 5 multiplied by 5 simply equal to x minus 6 times by 5 is minus 30. So my answer is x is equal to minus 30. Just going to check that. Minus 30 divided by 5 is minus 6. So I'm correct. 9 part B. Factorise fully 4t minus 20. So I'm looking for a factor, either a number or letter that is a factor of both 4t and of 20. Well, there isn't a letter in both, so there's no letter. I can see that both numbers are in the 4 times table. So I'm going to put 4 outside my bracket. 4 times by something gives me 4t. Well, it's 4 times t. My answer is a negative. Sorry, my sign in the middle is a negative. So 4 times by something to give me minus 20. 4 times by negative 5. There's my answer. I'll put it on my answer line. 4 brackets t subtract 5. 9 part C. Expand and simplify. 3 brackets 2m minus 4 plus 5 brackets m plus 2. I'm going to split this up into 2 parts to make it nice and straightforward. So the first bit is 3 brackets 2m minus 4, which is equal to 3 times 2m is 6m, and 3 times minus 4 is minus 12. The second bit I've got to expand is 5 brackets m plus 2. 5 times m is 5m. 5 times 2 is plus 10. I then need to collect those two together. It's asking me to add the first expansion to the second expansion. So I'm going to rewrite and collect my m's together. So I'm going to have 6m plus 5m, and now I need to add together minus 12 add 10. I could write minus 12 add 10 here. However, it's exactly the same thing to say add 10 subtract 12. It's easier to start with my positive number. 6m plus 5m is 11m, and then 10 take away 12 is negative 2. My answer is 11m minus 2. 9 part D. Simplify fully 4gk squared multiplied by 2g cubed k cubed. So I'm going to split this up. I'm going to rewrite it. Sorry, it's 4 times 2. I'm going to write my numbers together first. I'm then going to write my g's together next. Multiplied by g, multiplied by g cubed, and then multiplied by k squared, multiplied by k cubed. It's a lot easier to write my numbers together and similar letters next to each other. 4 times 2 is 8. G times g cubed is g raised to the power 4. And k squared times by k cubed is k raised to the power 5. That's my answer on the answer line. 9 part E. Factorise fully 10q squared minus 15qr. So I'm looking here for a factor that is a factor of 10q squared and 15qr. Now I can see the letter q is in both, so I'm going to put q outside my bracket. Also I can see that 10 and 15 are both in the 5 times table, so I'm going to put 5q outside my bracket. So 5q times by something is equal to 10q squared. 5 times 2 is 10. Q times q is q squared. Negative sign in the middle. 5q times something gives me 15qr. 5 times 3 is 15. Q times r is qr. So there I can see. I can check that by expanding it. And now I write on my answer line 5q brackets 2q minus 3r. If I expand that, it will give me 10q squared minus 15qr.